thought I'd do a different type of video here. What we're going to do is have another playlist, and this playlist is going to be monitoring and documenting the growth of this channel, because we really haven't done anything with it, and we just started to pick up the traffic again and adding some videos, and we certainly want to add more videos to help more people out, but also adding in some shorts and seeing how that works and testing some different things that we're learning from other YouTubers. So take a look at this one. This is the starting point of the journey to see what's going to happen with this. How can we grow it? How can we reach more people? How can we help more people? So this is the first, and we're kind of exposing ourselves, even though we've been successful with the Edkins Group and helping many companies do this themselves. We're like the joke is the cobbler that the kids have no shoes, or the landscaper has a terrible looking yard. Is that we've done this for other people, but now we're focusing on ourselves to say, you know what, let's just do it for ourselves and see what happens. And ultimately, hopefully, there's some little nuggets that we'll find that we can pass on to you. So we hope you subscribe, like, comment about what your journey's been.
Yeah, so I thought I'd document this because I find it pretty interesting, and I like doing tests. I like trying experimenting on things, and there's been some videos recently that have kind of inspired me to see what could we do with this. So this channel, Zocademy, which by the way, one of them, I can't recall her name, but I'm going to bloop up here a link to the her video. Apparently over 10 weeks, she was trying to monetize her YouTube, and she was successful at it. Within 10 weeks, she was able to do it. So I'll put the link above, so if you want to go check out that video, go for it. It's pretty inspiring. And so I've had this account, Zocademy, for quite some time now. And let's go back to lifetime. And you can see we've had this since 2016. And you can see back then, because I'm David Edkins. I'm the owner of a company called the Edkins Group. It's a management consulting advisory company helping companies achieve more results and increase their profits and ultimately increase their valuation. So when they go to sell, they're worth more. So we try to digitize, modernize, and systematize businesses using primarily the Zoho platform, because we've used other platforms before, and this is definitely the best one. It's a best kept secret. That's why you see Salesforce back here. So we were heavy in Salesforce, not so much on Zoho. 2017, still Salesforce, but there's an intro to Zoho there. Another video here, get a trial to Zoho. We've got Gmail account to Zoho, and we've got calendar to Zoho. So now we're going more Zoho at this point. 2018, you can see import leads, connecting central to Zoho. But if you look at, the spacing of this, there's 17, 2018, 2019, 3 more 2019, January 2020, obviously before the pandemic hit. And then after the pandemic kind of got full swing, I was like, let's start doing some videos. So published 7 videos in the month of July of 2020. And you can see what happened to the traffic and the views. They just went up and up and up, right? Then I got too busy with the Edkins Group and helping clients because it was just crazy bananas. So many businesses were going to platforms like Zoho. So got distracted, just focused on business, didn't do any more posts or anything. Here's 2 more we did in 2022, so a couple of years ago. You can see 2020 to 2022, only 2 more, but you can also notice like a slight spike in that back then. And then now. So let's fast forward to this month, because here's what happened. It's actually kind of funny. Back around this time, right when I did these, probably a couple days before, you see how it says 14 and 17? I think there was a day, it was like there, 22. I saw that, and it was funny to me. I was like mind-boggling because I had not touched this. Too busy. I just did some videos, threw them out there. I know shorts and all that stuff had come into play, but never really messed with it, clearly, because I didn't do anything. And so I'm like, you know what, this is it. I was kind of surprised to see that within the last 48 hours, there were 23 videos watched or views. And I was just like, wow, because it's somewhat evergreen, as other people talk about. And so I'm like, you know what, maybe we'll divert some attention to this again, because my goal is I want to help as many people and get the reach out there as possible. I do great doing the consulting because I'm really good at it and helping companies achieve the results and exceed the results. But again, it's more one-on-one, and there's a bit of trading time for dollars there, which is, it has its limitations. So I thought, okay, if we can reach more people, maybe we'll put more content out there, and I think it'll be beneficial to people. So now I'm going to take this as a playlist and start looking at like what can we do with YouTube and even social, because we really haven't done anything with social too. I'll show you up here using Zoho Social where we're at. This is as of May 25th, 2024. You can see where we're at. I just don't do anything with it in the Edkins group, nor Zo Academy. Zo Academy is its own animal, but even in the other areas, we just get enough business from word of mouth and being known that we get the business. We don't really have to kind of quote push this at all. But I thought, well, let's go ahead. We've done this for so many other clients. Why don't we start doing it here and just test it out a bit more and dedicate a little more time to it? That's the idea. I mean, all of these people starting to follow, they're all people that have, they're following a ton of people and they don't have many return followers. So I don't mind it, I guess, because it's increasing the followers in X. But there's really no other conversation here. So what I want to do is be able to document, a starting point right now and just expose it. This is where we're at. I mean, we're successful in the consulting and management consulting space, but at the same time, we just don't do much personally. It's kind of like the saying of the cobbler's kids have no shoes. They're just busy making shoes for everybody else, or the landscaper has a terrible looking yard. It's kind of what our situation has been. Really haven't put a lot of attention into it. So kind of exposing it, but I'm curious if you can come along with the ride. Subscribe, like, add some comments, and we'll move forward together. It'd be great to see how this turns out and if it can affect you by some of the testing I'm going to do as well. Because I'm watching a lot of other YouTubers, and I'll probably integrate some of those videos as I'm watching them to see if it's helpful for you. Kind of like curate it to see if it's helpful for you. And I know I would be hopeful you circle back if you go off to someone else's video to come back. But anyways, if you look at this, I thought, okay, well, the way the historical one was, if I added a couple of videos, maybe we'd see a spike in traffic, more views. And, it did increase. So you can see down here, way back when, 7 in one day. And we get to this video, 26 now, 28, back to 9, back to 11. We do another video, we've got 28 now, 27. Still, these numbers are just stupid. I mean, they're just dumb. But yeah, I'm not too concerned about it. It's like I don't give an F about it just yet because I want to test it and see what we can do. How do we add more value? What are the different things we can do? So then we go here. Now we've got a series of videos that are showing up. So now the traffic's increasing. We've got more views. Then it goes back down to 16. Okay, sad face. Then it spikes because a short that we did. Now this was surprising to me. So I'd never done a short. And I'd launched the first one right here on May 20th. And it was basically just saying, hey, we did 3 videos last week. This is what they were. And it got 242 views. And I was like, wow, okay, there's something to these shorts because, you have to have millions of them to get monetized. Okay, well, maybe they do get a lot of views, and maybe that is the thing because I didn't know, hadn't done one before. And so we have 242 views, and I'm thinking, okay, great, that's how these are going to be. Now you can see it's like a 50-second, I knew we could go up to 60 seconds, so it was a 57 or so second video. We're only getting 11 seconds in it, 20% view. 242 views. So, but still, it's this spike. So, I mean, it's really an anomaly. If we looked at probably the average between these two, we've got 16 and 59. It'd probably be somewhere in here that other videos are being watched. That's just to me an anomaly. Because we tried another short. Okay, so we got that short. We're thinking, oh, that's great. We load another video up. And so then that video, you can see 59 for the day. Now, I think there was some bleed over for that short. I do this short, and we were at Magic Kingdom at the time. It was a real quick one. I thought, okay, let's check this with now Magic Kingdom as the backdrop. Since we live out here in Florida, let's see, if that does anything. And I put like the tagline, if you look at the video, I had details. I had tags. Where's the tags? Did I skip by the tags here? Tags. Where you at? No, I guess I did. I thought I did like Magic Kingdom or something like that. I thought I did. Anyways, oh, here it is, Disney World. Okay. So go back to channel analytics. So I thought, okay, well, maybe that'll hook some people in. That one didn't do very well. Where is it at in here? Scroll down. There's 61. So it went from 242. I'm at Magic Kingdom. I load this up, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, this one's going to be 200 or 300. Nope. Barely got 61, right? So I'm thinking, okay, that's interesting. And then, so that was a flub. And then we got this one, Keith Cunningham, which I think it's got good information in it. You can see here, it's 45 is the views. Okay, now this is the interesting one. So I created this one called segmenting your leads at 241. Now I did something different here, is I put, if you look at the video, I did this little title on it, and then I have the subtitles as well. So if we, I'll save you from watching the whole thing, but I did that first little title, and then I did subtitles. Now, what was funny is I used a product called FlexClip, which I've been using and testing out, and I used a 4:5 ratio because when I use Zoho Social, it was giving me a warning that it wouldn't be able to get posted on some of these unless it had a certain ratio to it. So I thought, okay, let's do that. And I posted it using Zoho Social. That's what I primarily use, and we'll show that in another video as well, especially as we continue to do this. And the funny thing is, I posted it, and then that video is basically about me creating maybe a little lesson about how to set this up in Zoho using Zoho CRM and Zoho Forms. You know, how to score a lead pretty simply and easily for anybody to do. And so I did the video, I posted the video, I looked back at the short, and the short had 0 views. None. 0. And it had been like 2 hours, which hadn't happened with the previous shorts. So I thought, okay, well, that's weird. I wonder if it's just the formatting of the video itself is the issue. Like YouTube does not like that format, the 4:5 format. And so I deleted it, and then I re-uploaded the same video with the right formatting. I think it's like 6:19 or something. I'd have to go into FlexClip to see it. Maybe I'll put the notes in the description below as to what the ratio was. But I re-uploaded it with that. And I just like threw it out there because I'm like, F it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's throw it out there and let's check this out. So it's funny. I put that out there. If we look at see more, I mean, there's nothing really still going on here, but if you look at this, I posted it around probably 2 to 3 o'clock or so, and there was just nothing going on. And then I went to my daughter's soccer practice, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I get back, and it finished at 9. I come back, and there's like, all of a sudden, there's all these views on this particular short. Like, all of a sudden, I'm getting all this traffic on it later in the day. Now, granted, it's 9 o'clock East Coast, 6 p.m. Pacific, so maybe that had something to do with it. It was getting more viewership on the West Coast. I'm not sure. But as you can see, it trailed down to basically nothing again. And we posted another video this morning, which is this PageSense one. But that was a really interesting experience to see that one had no traffic, and then I deleted it and reinstalled it or re-uploaded it with the right formatting of the video itself, and I think that made a huge difference in viewability of it. Although I still don't know the anomaly of why it's 200. The first one was 200, which had nothing. It had no subtitles. It had no title to it at all. I'm not sure if really the title of it made any difference. I don't think so, because there's really no reference to anything else other than the Zoho and business. This one, I think, was more organic and natural, is what it seemed. But I think the title made a difference, and also, having subtitles I think is beneficial. Although this one had subtitles but no title, and it's 45. So we're going to keep playing with that. So you can see here we're starting out on May 25th. Looking back, we only have 645 subscribers. It's when I started this little experiment back here, I think we've gained, as you can see here, over 28 days, 7 subscribers. So not much, and most of them have been during this time here. So we'll have to continue monitoring this, and I hope you stick with me and subscribe again and put the bell notification as we have more of these videos out, and check the playlist about the growth of this YouTube channel to see what we're doing, how we're doing it, and how it's going to make sense. The other thing I'll mention here, let's see, in content, was there something I was going to show? Not yet. I don't think there's anything interesting there yet. But in Zoho Social here, we'll show how we do some posts and how those go out and what we're getting. And you can look here. I'm just exposing myself. We're killing it. There's nothing going on. 0. So that's really fun. Really, really fun. It'll be interesting to see how this starts picking up too. But, obviously, if you're watching this and you're part of any of these platforms and you want to look for us and follow us, that would be great, because we can bump up some of these numbers. And then we'll go into more of what the Zoho Social app is and how that works, and then how we can tie this into the rest of the business cycle. So leading, having social, having YouTube, having that feed into leads that come into the business, and then look at campaigns and how we can reach out to them. There's a number of steps, and then how does that turn into a potential transaction or whatnot. But this will be fun. I think it's going to be a good little ride to go down to see how this performs over time. Thanks for joining. Please, as everybody says, like, subscribe, comment where you're at. That'd be great.